For about a month now, I have been obsessing over my recent conclusion of the Mass Effect series, a trilogy I knew, even when playing it, was one of pure magic, one that would have my heart until the day I die. I didn't want to admit it at the time, but I was secretly dreading the day this wonderful story would come to an end. And so, sometime around August 10th, 2022, my Mass Effect story finally came to an end after over a year of playing through all three games. Ever since then, I have been secretly reeling over the ending of the third game. Not because the ending I got was bad, it was actually very good. I'm saddened simply because of just that. It's over. Never again in my entire lifetime will I experience such a beautiful and magical story for the first time ever. And now I'm just left here to sit and watch my past, review those memories over and over, just wishing I could go back even for a second. Just one moment of that raw experience would fill my heart with so much joy and fulfillment. Even thinking about it gives me so much nostalgia, and I only finished the game just over a month ago now. This proves that nostalgia isn't a time-warranted concept. The requirement of nostalgia is simple. A very good, magical experience in your lifetime must occur for nostalgia to take place. After that experience has happened, it doesn't matter if it's been a day or if it's been 10 years. That feeling of nostalgia to that specific thing will always hold true for the rest of your life, and there will be no other feeling like it. Because that thing, just like every other work of art, has a specific, unique feeling that only it possesses, something that nothing else in the entire universe can actually possess. I still remember that day that I first picked up Mass Effect Legendary Edition from the Steam shop. I was searching desperately for a good, solid sci-fi shooter, even just a game that would sate my craving for sci-fi. Anything, to be honest. I was desperate for some good, solid sci-fi, and I didn't know what I wanted, to be completely honest. And that's when it happened. One day, I saw that Mass Effect Legendary Edition was on sale. Must have been about 40 or 50%, maybe 60. It was a game that recently came out, and I underlyingly refused to play the original Mass Effect games because they were too old. What a fool I was. I thought to myself, Mass Effect is supposed to be pretty good. One of the greatest of all time, from what I hear. If that's the case, then it's worth a try. What's the worst that could happen? Oh boy. The beginning of a journey. You always get this feeling, this underlying sense of something greater when you embark on something as great as that. And for me, I can sense when a story specifically has true, unadulterated, unadulterated passion just poured into it. It's like I can sense the love that another writer has for their work. And I must say, Mass Effect is without a doubt the strongest sense of that feeling I have ever received. It is surprising how passionate these people are about their story. And call me a narcissist here, but I think it almost matches my own passion for my own work. If not, to be honest, I think it does match my own. But these games, this trilogy, truly tells a story like no other, with characters that are so strong I think of them as real people. Nothing short of what a story should be. There's so much emotion in these games, and not one game is objectively bad in my opinion. Sure, one of the only redeeming things about Mass Effect 1 is its story, which is great, but the side quests and exploration definitely had me dragging myself along more than a few times in that game. But I was okay with that because it was Mass Effect 1 and the writers were still planting their feet on the ground, something that I had absolutely no problem with. And to be honest, my expectations for Mass Effect 2 weren't even that high. Thank God for me that I got my socks blown off. The second game is, well, in my opinion, perfect. And the best Mass Effect game, being simply the most balanced one. From the gameplay to the weapons, to atmosphere, to the characters, the elusive man, the collectors. Oh, I'm getting nostalgic just thinking about it all. Pure perfection is what that game is, and no one on this earth or in my lifetime can tell me otherwise. Sure, it has its flaws, but to be honest, I don't even care. The game is just too good. But the third game is just something else, to be quite honest. And I was quite distraught from the shock of going from the second game to the third. At first, it felt like a downgrade. It felt like I was going back to Mass Effect 1 in a number of ways. From the weapons to the gameplay to the Alliance and the Citadel, as well as the characters and the Normandy. At first, it felt like there were no characters at all. I had Liara, James, Caden, Garrus, and Edie, and that was about it. I didn't like it. It was one hell of a shock going from having around 15 companions to just 5. In my mind, it fucking sucked. And the fact that I couldn't holster my weapon, that one really pissed me off because I am a stickler for immersion. But the game itself is an enigma, and if you will, and sorry, but the game itself is an enigma, if you will, and after enough time had passed, I put down my pride and my expectations and decided to just experience the game for what it was and not ruin it for myself. And through that, I began to appreciate the unique feeling Mass Effect 3 brought me, and it was quite beautiful. Mass Effect 3, the story is just magic. That is the only word I could think of to describe such a tale. You see, everything about Mass Effect 3's story is just perfect, down to the letter. I just can't describe the feeling I had when it all finally ended. When Shepard destroyed the Citadel, popping those shots off into that power cell and finally saving the galaxy and destroying the Reapers, giving her life in the process. The perfect ending to any good hero story. I had my fair share of emotional moments after Mass Effect 3's ending. I won't lie, I was heartbroken. Heartbroken that I'll never truly experience this story ever again, and that I'll always know how it ends. If I could just erase my own memory and go back in time. But I also do feel blessed. Blessed due to the fact that I have the privilege of experiencing this passionate work of art, the likes of which the human race will never see again. Because that's the beauty in art. All of it is unique, no matter what it is. Each piece of art, whatever it be, has a unique feeling, just like I said. And Mass Effect, as well as my Commander Shepard, both have a unique feeling because both are works of art that, in my mind, will never be forgotten. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Commander Shepard, specifically my Shepard, a character I have come to love and hold very close to my heart. Renegade Femshep, as the community has taken to calling it, such a strong willed, intelligent, quick thinking, independent, courageous, and brave woman. The kind of person who's cold on the outside but warm on the inside. Half acts like she doesn't care, probably due to the stress of her burdens and how she knows she would feel on the job if she didn't just lock it all away. But deep down, everyone knows she cares. Everyone who knows her, that is. The kind of person who's got the willpower to do what it takes and make the sacrifices that no one else can. A hero. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the voice acting for Shepard specifically, Renegade FemShep. The voice acting is phenomenal, and it truly made me realize how much voice acting can really make or break a character. Shepard feels like her own person, with emotions and struggles and all sorts of different things about her. When I remember playing through the game as her, I can feel her energy, feel who she is, how her mind works, her crimson red hair, her strange dark bluey purple eyes, everything down to every last little nook and cranny about that character I created in BioWare's game. Something truly unique to me, just as your Shepard is truly unique to you. I'm a big fan of roleplay, if you haven't already figured that out. And recently, I've been having trouble getting into the mindsets of different characters I have, some of which I love as much or even more than Commander Shepard, some of which a lot less. But, and I think that's due to the fact that I'm focusing a lot more on the real world and my surroundings in it, which is a good thing, I think, taking control of my own life. Yet I struggle, and I yearn to be mentally and spiritually be one with these characters. But Shepard was a character I could just hop right into, no matter how I was feeling or what time it was in the day or how hungry I was, whatever, it didn't matter. That character was me, and I was her, something I hadn't experienced for a while, and to a degree, I experienced a new level of immersion and mental unity with my Shepard. And now here I sit, at my computer, picking up the pieces of my Mass Effect experience, holding on to each little one for dear life, wishing, hoping, praying that each little piece can give me the memorabilia and the nostalgia and the feeling that I had with my Shepard, and the first time I ever played through Mass Effect. I'm just glad I was wise enough to take in every single moment of it, and that BioWare made a beautiful enough trilogy to keep me hooked for every last second. Even the angry ones. So, BioWare, you have constructed and created true beauty, at least in my eyes. Because as they say, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Now, guys, I know this definitely isn't my traditional video that you see on this channel. And honestly, I had a lot of fun making this video. This was by far, well, obviously the most passionate video I've made. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed making it, I guess. Mass Effect, really, it was just one of those stories, one of those things where it just struck a chord in me, I guess. Like, it had that thing for me, if you know what I mean. And I don't know, like, I've enjoyed plenty of other stories. Even Star Wars is one of, like, the big ones that I'm, like, a huge fan of. I love Revenge of the Sith. I love Return of the Jedi. Those are my top two favorite Star Wars movies. But Mass Effect just hit the spot for me. I mean, no other story has made me so emotional. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. It just is for me. So yeah. Again, this channel, I mostly make lore, but I just kind of got this like light bulb moments of like creative inspiration while eating dinner, and I just had to write the script of this video. Like I just had to do it because for some reason in that moment I felt if I don't do this right fucking now, this is gonna be gone forever, and I cannot let something like this work that this script that I'm so passionate about just fade off into the inevitable. um, but yeah, I might make more videos like this. I might not. This channel is just kind of for whatever I want. And yeah, like I hope you guys enjoy this video. Um, I hope that you find this video moving and that you had a similar experience with Mass Effect or any other story for that matter. And I would like to hear about them down in the comments. So I think I will not do my traditional outro for this video. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. And oh, by the way, one last thing. I apologize for not uploading from January all the way to September because I knew I wanted to do the Fallout 5 video, but I just felt like I wouldn't get it right. And I really wanted to make sure I really wanted to make sure I would get it right and I wouldn't screw it up. And I guess I just wasn't ready until September. So, I mean, like, you can't rush the creative process in my eyes. However long it takes, doesn't matter. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. No really upload schedule is on my to-do list. I don't really have any like agenda. Yeah, I just kind of want to upload once every few months, whatever. So yeah, just kind of whenever I want really is when I upload. So yeah, this channel's a hobby for me at this point. But I have grown way more than I actually thought I would. I think it's like 142 subscribers last time I checked, which is crazy. I thought I would be stuck at like 10 subscribers for like years, dude. Like I did not think I'd get to this point. So thank you guys for subscribing, really. It's cool as fuck that like people actually want to watch my videos and like are interested in the stuff I have to say. So that's cool as fuck. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.